Right, hopefully it sends out a notification. So I'm going to play some of the Oblivion Remastered for a bit on later today, because it was my mum's birthday, so obviously I was giving her presents and seeing her earlier and that, rather than just playing video games. Right, well, I think I was doing a Thieves Guild thing, but let's go have a look at what was on the quest log. I guess I just have to wait for, to get a message, sort of one of those things. So might as well do another quest while I'm waiting. I've not really got much I need to sell in my inventory, but I'll find that guy that the fence in this town that will just buy a couple of bits off of me.
Greetings to you. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I've already fenced loads of stuff already, so yeah, reached the goals before I even needed to do anything all the time. But we'll still sell some more stuff while I'm here to Ongar, or whoever it is.
Look at the muscles on you.
Oh, he's there.
I'm really tired.
Oh, I see, so he only actually trades with you in his house and the pub. He doesn't do it in sort of conventional areas.
Edla Darkheart. If you want to be a marksman, I can train you. If you can breathe, I can teach you. Good day.
Yes?
What can I do? Have a look at my wares. That's more than I'd usually. That's a fair deal. You've made a good bit of gold. That seems a fair price. You got a great deal there. A fine transaction. That's a good price. That's a good. You got a great deal there.
Yeah, hopefully we get some people on. But because I did a video earlier today, sometimes that screws up streams working properly.
You drive off. That's a good deal. That's a good price for a good customer. That's a good deal. A fine. Thank you for your patronage. Olga sure can tell a good story. I'm not normally a big fan of Bard's tales, but she's got some good ones. Good journey to you.
Right, now just wait here for ages until the other guy turns up. Hopefully if I do wait 1 hour, he'll actually just open the door as soon. Yeah, there he is, good.
I'm really tired. Yeah, my favorite customer. What do you got?
No, I didn't actually have any stolen goods on me. I was buying another 100 lockpicks then.
That deal with just anybody. I'm glad that's done. Shadow hide you.
Well, I better buy that map back.
What can I?
Because I can't actually, it doesn't give you quest markers for that thing. What was the map actually called? Or is it completely broken now and I can't get it back? Oh, well that's broken that then. He's decided he won't sell it back to me.
Good journey to you.
Oh, well, they just... I think they might just be the normal shrines that you find around these sort of places, aren't they? But there's probably an online map I can look at anyway. Anyway, let's just do another random quest while I'm waiting for people to come on, if anybody does come on.
You have the hands of a king.
I wonder if the physics are actually a bit more sort of dramatic on those now.
Tidings.
I'm Weebam Na. What do you want? I see. So an orc named Mazoga wants to see me. And she expects me to come to her. I don't know her. I'd be smart to ignore her. But I never learned anything by being smart. And you seem to be a right skipper. So I guess I'll have to go see what this is about. Thank you.
Having that thing where NPCs run is a lot more useful.
I'm a hunter and Weebam Na's partner. I hope he didn't bother you about the rat thing. He's gone totally rat cuckoo, I'm afraid. Maybe Weebam Na told you how we got all the rats here in Leowin. It's not so bad. He's been killing them for months. I've been hearing disturbing tales about Oblivion gates opening all across Cyrodiil. I hope it's just wild talk. Farewell.
Want to speak to me?
You are Weebam Na?
Yes.
I want to go to Fisherman's Rock. Where's that?
Fisherman's Rock is north of Leowin, about 6 hours walk, on a point of land on the eastern shore of the Niben.
Take me there, now. I'm in a hurry.
Why?
That's my business.
Then if you won't tell me why, I won't take you anywhere.
Then to hell with you. Weebam Na won't take me to Fisherman's Rock. Weebam Na won't take me to Fisherman's Rock. You know where it is? Take me there, now. This guy, Mogan's Windshifter, he camps at Fisherman's Rock. So you take me there, and I talk to him, and then we see what happens. You hear me? I talk to him first. No smashing in his teeth or chopping off his head. Understand? The Argonian says it's north of Leowin, about 6 hours walk, on the east bank of the Niben. Let's get moving.
Let's see if it is 6 hours walk. I doubt it is even in game time. Right, as much as I could just go to Fort Redmond and get straight there, I want to actually see if I do walk up there, how long it takes to walk. Well, I'm going to run, I'm not going to walk, but... It's only 468 steps, so even if you were walking, let's just test it. But yeah, that's not going to take, it's not going to take 6 hours. Anyway, let's sprint there and see how long that takes. But yeah, hopefully YouTube actually notifies people I'm on, that would be nice. But knowing YouTube, like I said, it's because I've already done a video today, a regular video, so therefore YouTube will do the thing of, oh, you did a video, so therefore there's no point me sharing your stream. Oh, there's a big monster over there.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Right, I've done about 2/3 of the distance, or about half the distance. So let's just check the time now. So it's 6 AM now. Right, nope, it's finally told somebody I'm on. You alright? Okay, and now it is 6:15 AM, so yeah, when the person said it's 6 hours walk, he must have walked like a fucking geriatric. I know I was running, but still, even in game time, it doesn't make any sense. Right, now we're just waiting for the orc to come over, wherever she is. I'm waiting. I'm going to fast travel back to this spot and see if she actually spawns back in, because I think she's got lost somewhere.
Remember me?
No, who are you?
I'm Zoga. You killed my friend Ravindra.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a lying bastard. You killed Ravindra, and now I'm going to kill you. Puny elf. I'll pick my teeth with your spine. Let's get this over with.
You move like a pregnant cow.
Did you get one that's too small, or do you have long hair? Either one of those things makes them pretty uncomfortable.
Mogan's Windshifter had a gang. They robbed and killed travelers. But Ravindra saw and told the guards.
It means you've got too much hair.
Mogan's got away. But first
That's the problem with hood masks. They are not good if you've got hair.
Ravindra. That day, I became a knight and swore a knight's oath. I searched a long time and asked everyone. Then I finally heard he was hiding at Fisherman's Rock. So now you know everything. You helped me, and I won't forget. Take what you want from the dead.
I've already done it.
I came to keep my oath, and now I'm done. When I saw my friend killed, I swore I'd be a true knight and right all wrongs. So now I gotta do some good deeds. I don't know much about being a knight, but I'm gonna learn. Say, you did me a good deed. You ought to be a real knight yourself.
Bandana might break the seal, but to be honest, as long as it seals around your chin and the top of your head, it's mostly with a GP5, your forehead and like the bottom of your chin that makes the face seal on it. So that might actually work.
Did you hear? The Countess was robbed. Someone stole her family ring. You're a pal.
But yeah, that Chinese mask I reviewed today is surprisingly good. Because like I've been saying for a while, a lot of the Chinese industrial, sort of just civilian masks you can buy on AliExpress are getting better and better for the sort of price.
Tiding.
Fresh game.
I hope you've been successful. Have you learned why the orc is here? Such vengeance.
What, you mean just the little two Tissot tubes that are right by your nose that blast onto the lens? That's why you've got the, in theory, the anti-like fogging discs to put in there, but yeah. Most old masks like that just relied on stuff they called like anti-dimming paste or whatever, which was just literally to put some stuff on there to clean them that way.
I have created a chivalric order of the White Stallion. Find and kill the leader of the Black Bow Bandits.
The BBB.
Black Rugo. If you succeed, I will bestow on both you and Mazoga the titles of Knights Errant of the White Stallion for your service to Leowin. The outlaw, Black Brugo, is a menace to County Leowin. They call his marauders Black Bow Bandits, because they use black bows.
I don't know why I keep finding that funny, Black Bow Bandits.
And execute him for his crimes, and I will make both you and your friend Mazoga Knights Errant.
But they're not the cool kids club with K's.
In her shadowy past, your friend Mazoga might have had contacts with outlaws. Ask her.
It is weird though, them doing, what was I going to say, like, where the faces don't look monstrous in Oblivion anymore. It is kind of weird.
What news do you
I'm quite into guns, yeah, but obviously being in the UK, it's quite hard, you know, to,
a knight's title shall be
own a lot of them or, you know, shoot them easily. Because, like I said, the annoying thing with guns in the UK is, while the, laws aren't as bad as a lot of people think they are around the world.
Hello, friend.
If you haven't got a
Thank you
place to
again for
like
your
shoot
help.
one, as in like, you know, a field or where a field where you've got permission to sort of do it, there's not really any point going for any of the licensing to get them, because otherwise you're just going to be like essentially renting them to stick in a gun safe in your house and never do anything with them. Which is why I've got, like I said, some obsolete firearms, which are ones where the UK government doesn't deem them guns by law until the point you're shooting them. And then when they're in storage again, they're not guns, like muskets and, like, you know, really old sort of pre-World War I rifles, even though you can still get bolt actions and that. So, like, cowboy repeaters and stuff in the UK are technically obsolete calibers. So guns like that I like, because I can own them and just keep them around the house. And I don't have to worry about, you know, any bollocks with renewing gun licenses and, you know, like mental health checks regarding the gun stuff. Over here it's weird because there's different tiers of gun licenses. So like rifles are on a much harder to get one than shotguns. And there's been, again, with like our laws, you never know if they're going to tighten them up or loosen them. Well, they'll probably never loosen them, but they, for example, at one point recently there was a problem that apparently it was really easy to forge a shotgun license. So if you were buying from a proper gun shop, they might be able to, like, you know, check on a computer, but if it was a second-hand sale, you know, people were able to forge the things and buy them that way. So yeah, there's a lot of things and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't actually need to hunt here to have the guns. It's just that if you're not going to do anything with them, there's no point having them just sitting in a gun safe, paying money, you know, for the gun license every year.
I know Brugo. Long ago, back before I became Sir Mazoga. I split a share or two with Brugo. Brugo's a jerk. He's got a hideout in a ruin called Telepi. Every night between midnight and 6 a.m., he stops there to pick up his take. We're pals, right? So we'll kill Black Brugo and be knights.
Maybe the foul.
I'll wait right here until you ask me to follow you.
Well, let's just do it now. But yeah, like again, with modern firearms, obviously the foul's quite outdated now, but I just really like the FAL and the SLR and all those, and the G3, like the Setney or the G3, you know, like the guns that period of the Cold War. Was it the Maz 49 as well, like the French semi-auto battle rifle? It's just a lot of the ones from that period I quite like the full-on rifle caliber ones rather than being intermediate cartridges. Yeah, I do not get the 25 round mag thing with the FAMAS. I know the FAMAS also had loads of problems initially because the French didn't make it to NATO standards. So it had, like, French at 5.56 ammo, if I remember right, was really underpowered, and you could actually break a FAMAS by shooting decent, like, US ball ammo out of it. So it was like one of those weird things where, but the Maz 49 is nice. How good are the black bows? Like literally half the damage in my current bow, so shit. I quite like as well the old MAP submachine gun France made, the one from the 50s. I definitely prefer the British Sterling, but the Mat 49 or whatever it was as well is quite nice. I might be mixing the Mat and the Maz up, but the Mat was their semi-auto rifle that I like as well, and the Maz is the SMG, but I can't remember the actual numbers on them. Right, where am I going in this cave now? It's not a fake wall, is it? No. Oh, back outside. Okay. Have I already killed their boss? Was that one of these people? Black Bow Bandit. But we killed 2 in this room. Black Bow Bandit. Well, none of these were the boss, so I don't know why I'm going back outside. Probably the M1 carbine. I mean, technically the German Sturmgewehr, if it was introduced earlier, I know it was the Mark 42B or whatever, it was a bit earlier. But, the Sturmgewehr 44 is one that, like, would have been probably the best rifle of World War II if it was more produced earlier into the war. In terms of just numbers built and actually being fielded properly, the, M1 carbine and, like, you know, then the M2 carbine and M3 carbine. Because the US built more M1 carbines than they did M1 Garands. And because you could have up to a 30-round magazine on the M1, I know they didn't do that till a bit later. But still, because it was magazine-fed, semi-auto, it's very, very lightweight, the M1, which is I really like. Because where I've got a deactivated one, it's lighter than a lot of modern guns of plastic furniture. So the M1 carbine is just a really nice little lightweight, you know, rifle. That, again, I know it's not as long range. Yeah, like, the Garand is very good if you're going to compare it to stuff like the Lee Enfield and everything else. Obviously, the Garand being semi-auto. The Garand is definitely very good for that. But yeah, like I said, I actually prefer the M1 carbine just because of the fact it was a lot more lightweight, very low recoil. You know, powerful enough at the ranges it worked at. And again, it's that funny thing where the M1 carbine was actually... well, I'm actually doing the quest log because the person's not here. Oh, okay, so I just have to be here at the right sort of time, because it's up to 6 AM it said. Just do plus 12 hours. But yeah, Garands are really nice in terms of the full power rifles, you know, if you're comparing it to a K98 or a G98 or like the Lee Enfield or number 4 rifle or any of those. But yeah, I just really like the M1 carbine because it's much closer to how we've gone with modern gun development, you know. A weaker cartridge, but designed to have less recoil and be lighter weight. So again, like the M1 carbine is one of those guns that's almost like one of the first assault rifles, even though again it was, you know, people say technically it's probably a PDW rather than that. But again, PDWs I always think of as smaller than that. But what's midnight and 6 in the morning. Oh, it is between midnight and 6 in the morning. Let's go back in and out again.
Who's there?
Oh, there's actually people in here now.
That the best you can do? Yeah. Don't feel bad? No one lives forever. You slow.
I've fought Minecraft more fearsome than you. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Now the PPSH is a gun that is kind of not as good as people think it is, because there's a couple of really big flaws to the PPSH 41, which is why the Soviets themselves replaced it with the PPS-43. And the PPS-43 is the gun that should get a lot of the praise the PPSH gets. Because the problem with the PPSH is, there was one component, despite the fact it was meant to be a really easy to mass produce gun, there's a retarder in it, as in like the proper word for the word retarder, you know, like a thing that slows it down, that they made out of like some sort of synthetic material, because it's in my deactivated one, this retarder. And the retarder was really slow and costly to produce, so it completely bottlenecked the production of PPSHs, which is one massive problem they had with them. The other problem was it was really awful for magazines, as in, like with both the drum and the stick mags, you had to literally keep going through magazines till you found ones that fit particular guns well. So, for example, like with the deactivated PPSH I've got, the drum mag for that one is too fat for the magazine well, so you can't push it in and unload it very easily. It would get you killed trying to do that in an actual firefight, because you almost need one person to hold the gun while another person pulls on the mag. And, you know, other people would have the problems where their mags would, you know, be so loose they wouldn't fit properly. So the PPS-43 was the one that fixed most of that. So the PPS-43 is a lot better. I mean, yeah, the PPSH-41 is a lot more iconic and it has that insane fire rate. But, yeah, the PPS-43 was basically better in every way in terms of manufacturing and actually being reliable. Yeah, after the MP40, because yeah, because they picked them up. Again, don't get me wrong, I think it's a really cool SMG. It's just one of those ones where it's got this weird legendary status, like in the modern day now. Where, like, again, like, there were lots of issues of it at the time, and, like, the Soviets themselves. That's why the PPS, like I said, the PPS-43 was, like, kind of rushed out to fix it. Because, again, PPS-43 has a folding stock. It's got a slower fire rate, but one that means it's a lot more controllable. It didn't have all the magazine issues. It was even cheaper and faster to produce.
I hope you are here to tell me of Black Brugo's death. What news do you have of Black Brugo?
I bonked Black Brugo.
Justice has been done, and henceforth, Mazoga and you shall be known as Knights of the White Stallion. May I present you with the perquisites of your rank, a key to White Stallion Lodge, and a shield bearing the arms of County Leon. Mazoga's key and shield shall be delivered to her directly, and I promise you a bounty of 100 gold each black bow you bring me. I see you have a black bow. Here is your reward. And this other black... Here is your reward.
This is going to go on for a while.
Here is your reward. The Elder Council and the bureaucracy have managed the Empire's affairs for decades.
Yeah, I've seen those.
The Emperor rules,
yeah.
But the Council handles all the details.
Again, I like how they admired each other's guns, even though they're very different designs, sort of thing. But again, I like both AR-15s and AKs. I don't see why there's people like, oh no, you're only allowed to like one and not the other. Because again, the AK is much better if you wanted just a general gun for regular sort of conscripts in a way. ARs are better as a sort of better higher machine, precision gun. But both are good in their own right. AKs are also good for poorer countries that need to, make guns on a lower budget as well. Although the Czech VZ58, while it's not really an AK, even though it looks a lot like an AK, it's probably the best of the AK style guns. And like I said, I know that's cheating because it's not really an AK at all. Under the hood, it's a bit different. Oh, we might as well do the Grave Robber quest. Oh, you mean where the charging handles at the sort of rear back top bit? There are actually very early AR-15 prototypes, if you've seen the pictures, that are like the AR-10s, where they have the classic top sort of charging handle. Because, again, the AR-10 was a gun America should have definitely used over the M14.
Feel free to browse, friend. It's nice to see a new shopper. So, Claudette sent you, huh? Well then, she usually sizes up people well, so you may be just what we're looking for. I'm the chairperson for the Society of Concerned Merchants. We formed this group a while back to keep a nice, fair economic balance in town. Not every store is a member, but we're slowly trying to convince them to join. Everything was fine until Thorinir opened his shop nearby. Selling all sorts of merchandise, he undercuts prices like you wouldn't believe. He doesn't always sell what we sell, but it is still a problem. People who buy tend to want to spend their money there. That leaves none for us. It's getting so bad, a few of us may have to close up shop. He outright refuses to join the society or even discuss the matter. We are convinced he's up to no good. What we need is for you to case his establishment and figure out where he gets his inventory. Find some proof of his
and he had a good quote as well where he said, in hindsight, knowing all the problems in the world that the AK is now famous for, he should have designed a lawnmower.
I hope you're more successful. If you're looking for a shield, his inventory must be stolen. It has to be. He prices less than it costs to make some of those things. Go see for yourself. Everyone comes to the big city to buy and sell. Why not? More stores, better selection, better prices. Can I interest you in some of my wares? An excellent bar. That's a good... You've made a good bit of gold.
That's actually a pretty good, hang on. So that's 45 endurance on south, 10 points. Gives 6, 18 armour. That one I've got 45 agility on shelf. The magic on south for 50 points is really good. Yeah, I'll just get rid of that one for now. Even though it's quite a good one. It's not quite a good enough bonus.
You've got a great deal. You've got a good price. You drop.
Yeah, so the number is this shock, that's like right.
That's a good deal. That's more a fun. That's a fair. That seems a fair. That's more than I would usually pay. Come back and see me again. Thanks again for your help.
Do you know Doe Rochamp? I understand he's got a right arm.
Everybody talking over each other, classic Oblivion.
Welcome to the copious coin purse. What kind of deal can I make for you today? What about my inventory? Well, thank you. It's not only a fine assortment of goods, but a bit of a treasure trove. You never know what I'll have in stock. I can see by the look on your face, you wonder where I get all these fantastic items. I'll tell you, but I tell everyone else who asks. It's all about who you know. My sources are good, they are secret. Anyway, have fun looking around, and when you are ready to buy, give me a shout. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Tell your friends about me.
By all accounts, he preaches that the attack on Anvil Chapel is an omen of some kind of coming doom. You should go to Anvil and hear him for yourself, if you're interested. They say he preaches outside the chapel every day, rain or shine. I have the best prices in town. Why? I'm smart, and you're smart. We know the right people, we get the best deals. Goodbye. Hope to see you again very soon.
Sounds a bit like Trump. I know the best people. Just follow him doing chameleon non-stop. Nope, they knocked the stuff off their own counter there.
Stop! Thief!
I didn't see a thing.
Did I accidentally pick something up? No. That was on the all thing. All. No, that stop thief had absolutely nothing to do with me. Right.
Well met.
It's true what you say. The match is launched the day when they swarmed in. The town guard never had a chance.
I see. Have you heard any word about other provinces?
This is
Powerful lizards. Could be a dangerous situation.
That you, Garnier?
Shh! Not so loud. How many times have I told you that?
Sorry. I'm not used to this kind of meeting. It always makes me nervous.
Well, just shut up and listen to me. The next shipment will be sooner than I expected. Just have the money ready.
Same assortment of things? I mean, I have enough clothing for now.
You take what I get. I get notice at the last second, and I have to jump on it. No time to be picky about it.
Well, that society is putting more pressure on me. So maybe we better cut back for a while.
You cut back now, and I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Or maybe pay a visit to that Jensine and tell her about your little scheme.
Fine. Major point. Contact me when you have the items, and we'll meet again.
Don't worry. It'll be very soon. Now get out of here.
What, like Lego Technics? Because if you did it out of actual Lego, you wouldn't really be able to have moving parts, would you? I suppose unless you made it hollow on the inside, I don't really get that. But Lego Technic, you could probably do that, like the stuff they made Bionicles out of. E. Oh, interesting. Guess he'll be out during the daytime.
It is good to see you again. The Grey Fox has a task for you. Meet him at Melintis Ancra's house in Coral. Yes, I did. After you saved me in Castle Skingrad, I vowed to join. I was having no luck on my own. Now I'm running errands for the Grey Fox himself. I owe you much for your help. May shadow hide you.
Yeah, the guy's still hiding inside his house. There we go. I'm just gonna nick everything while I'm here anyway. Getting a bit of mouse stutter today, and it's not just in this, so I'm not sure what's causing it. I did do a restart earlier and it's still I better do a quick save, because if I do crafting and it's stolen goods, sometimes it crashes the game. Right, good, that didn't cause an issue. Right, JJ, I've been on nearly an hour already. Only one person's come on so far, so I'm assuming YouTube fucked the notification up as usual.
How do you do?
Did you
Speak.
know you can officially complain about
Welcome back. I can't believe what I'm seeing in this book. I'm mortified. To think these things here were once in the bodies of the recently deceased. It's just too horrible.
I think it's because I did a video earlier and YouTube seems to always have this shitty system where if you've done one video or something on a day and then you do a stream later or vice versa, the second thing you do it doesn't tell people you've done it. Alright, Peach? There's mods where you can slow down your level up system.
Yes, that's the least I can do. First and foremost, I will never meet with him again. I promise you that. Secondly, I remember him mentioning the place he had to be this very day. Yes, that's right. He said that he wouldn't be able to do anything else as he had something important to do. You don't think he would dig up another? Oh no, he wouldn't. But I guess he has been. Oh my. What have I done?
Yeah, I did one of the Fighters Guild quests recently, and all the goblins, because they are much higher level, the Fighters Guild people that I had to give the weapon shipment to got wrecked like the goblins in the mine really quickly in their iron armour.
Yes, you do that. And in the meantime, I'll decide what to do with all of these ill-gotten things. I'm so sorry. I hope everyone can forgive me for not doing a better job checking up on my sources. I don't even want to look at it for another moment. I hope you can forgive me. I had no idea.
We've just got a bit of water at the moment, Peach. Had quite a few cups of coffee earlier. It's been yeah, like I said, it's been really warm today, but annoyingly I've been stuck in all day waiting for people's parcels. A load of them weren't even mine today.
feeling you'd catch on sooner or later. That's why I had this trap prepared for you. If you'll notice, the grave is already dug. This time, it wasn't to take something away from the graveyard. It was to add something. I'm afraid all I can offer you is an unmarked grave. Die! I'll send your bloody soul straight to Sovngarde. I'll send your bloody soul straight to Sovngarde. You'll make a fine pair of boots, lizard. Die, cur!
Right, waiting in for other people's parcels. It was my mum's birthday today, so some of the things she was expecting were for her and she was out, so I think that's only fair. I stayed in for her. I'm hoping tomorrow, actually. The weather's meant to be quite nice tomorrow if the weather forecast is right, so maybe I'll actually get a chance to go out and enjoy it tomorrow. Thanks, Peach. It was easy to get her a present this year because she decided what she already wanted and asked me if I could buy it for her on Amazon. So it was one of those sort of presents that it's quite easy, just pay for something for somebody else online. Do I do anything like that? Quests. Search the gravesite for anything potentially incriminating. Not like the shovel. Oh yeah.
Anytime now.
Are you able to stop? And we can at last rest. I feared had he somehow bested you, I'd be next. It is fortunate that your skills exceeded his. I have come to some decisions. I intend to donate all of the money I have made, as well as what is left of these stolen items, to the temple. I also want you to know that I had a long discussion with Jensine, and I have decided to join the society. I realize you risked your life to give me a chance, and Thorinir never forgets things like that. Accept this ring as a humble reward. It's the least I can do to say thank you. Now, don't be a stranger. The copious coin purse is still in business.
Let's do business. You drive a hard bargain. That's a good deal. A fine trade. You drive.
Right, let's see what the stats are on the ring he gave me.
For a good customer.
What's that debaser? Assume that's maybe from one of the guys I just killed.
That's a fair. A fine. That seems a fair price. That seems a.
11 of those. 11. Yes. Keep the Restore Magicka for training
A
magic.
good price for a good. That's a good deal. You got a great
Levered
deal
circuit,
there.
resist fire and self-resist. So yeah, no, why not? Seeing as I've got a mod that lets me put loads and loads of rings on and amulets, so I can look like, you know, some, like, I guess I look like Mr. T with all the rings and the bling on, actually.
Won't forget that. Thank you.
I have been anxiously awaiting your return. I am pleased that Thorinir has decided to donate his inventory to the temple. At least he is trying to make amends. The very thought of what Agarmir was doing sickens me. I hope those poor souls rest in peace now that this is over. Well done! This shovel will certainly confirm Agarmir's crimes. Along with the manifest, it should prove useful to the City Watch. In your absence, Thorinir visited and we spoke at length about his role in this scheme. I believe him when he says he didn't know Agarmir's sources. He told me of his intentions to donate all of the money and inventory to the local temple. He also agreed to buy and sell merchandise at fair prices.
Yeah, very big
Last
smile,
but not
Peach.
least, he's officially joined the society. I am taken aback by his honest intentions. In return, the society has decided not to press charges.
I'm gonna
His
put a
name
tariff
will
on
be
him.
absconded from the records of this crime. Now, I'm sure you are waiting to hear about your reward. The society thanks you for everything you have done. Please, take this gold. Many thanks on behalf of all of us.
Right. I want an NPC
do
that sells
business.
me enchanted jewellery just so I can stack even more and more on. I don't actually know, if there are many NPCs in this that do that. I'm just going to have a quick Google. Oblivion NPCs selling enchanted jewellery. Okay, a guy called Ariel in Ariel's Mysteries, wherever that is, always sells some enchanted jewellery. So let's go see where he is. Oh, that's a new Sheoff, so I can't go to there yet. I need to start Shivering Isles to go there. Two of the Dunbarrow Cove ones sell stuff, but sometimes they break. Robber's Glen Cave is apparently a good place. Let's find where that is on the map. View on map. Right, northwest of Bravil, south of the Imperial City. Right, let's see if we can find, before I go off, Robber's Glen Cave, and see if I can get some generic jewellery out of it. Jingle jangle jewellery. Now then. How's about that then? This jingle jangle jewellery gives me a bit of the kiddie fiddling. I've been to Robber's Glen Cave before, but has it respawned my jingle jangle jewellery? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's find out. Let's circle it on. If the NPCs are respawned, that should hopefully mean that I can get some stuff in here. Now then, where is your jewellery? I want your enchanted jingle jangle jewellery. To get my character really, really broken. Oh, there's an enchanted sword there. But I want some jingle jangle jewellery. Is there anywhere else in this dungeon I've not been to yet? I suppose these dungeons, because they respawn after a certain amount of time. So in the north direction there's an area of this dungeon I've not been to yet. Where the jingle jangle jewellery at? Which is probably the bottom of the pit down here. Alright, nothing interesting down here. Is that a thing or is that just a rock? No, it's just a rock. That's a dead end. So have I done the entire cave? If so, then I did not find any jingle jangle jewellery. That is very, very disappointing. What other places did it recommend on this list? Let's have a look. Crayfish Cave is also another good one. Right, where's that on the map? Your map, is that, that is the normal map. Right, Crayfish Cave, we'll check that out. So that is in the bend in the river, east of the Imperial City. So I'll go find out in a second. Oh, Greaves the Warmonger. Oh, that gives me less fatigue than Greaves the Everlasting, so boring, don't want them. I'll sell those. I'm going the right way to get out. Now let me put a marker. So I believe, looking at it, Crayfish Cave should be about there. So if I put a marker there, it'll at least show me the way out. Yeah, there we go. So I can use that to get out of this dungeon, because it will show me the distance to where the exit is. There we go. And then, yeah, Crayfish Cave is where I just put that marker. There better be some jingle jangle jewellery in Crayfish Cave for me, or I will right opposite. So if I go to that place normal, then it's south east of there. Better actually start healing myself now. Right, still a bit further to go in whatever direction I was going. That way, right. Right here in Nimroot, whatever called Nernroot, whatever, somewhere. There it is. Apparently there's another hostile coming at me from there somewhere. A little rat. Alright Rajiv, I've been on a while, but YouTube obviously didn't notify people that I was on. I started streaming at 6 tonight. If you're having a nap, then that was fine, but yeah, like I was saying, it definitely didn't notify people properly, because I think because I did a video earlier today, and YouTube doesn't seem to like it when you do more than one video or stream or whatever per day. It seems like then it just does not tell people that, you know, like the second thing you've done, you know, of that day. So it seems like, you know, you want to do like exactly one video or stream per day, really. Right. Is that Crayfish Cave? Right. So, let's see if the guide's right. Apparently there's 3 chambers in this cave, which gives it slightly better odds of having more jingle jangle jewellery. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, that's a big minotaur up there. Now then, now then. Oh, that's the wrong spell. What's the wrong? Ghost. Go do shit for me, ghost. Right, ghost got wrecked. Oh, the ghost has fucking lured the minotaur. Oh, it's a troll, not a minotaur. Oh no, there's a minotaur. Fucking useless ghost. Now then, where are my rings? I was promised rings in these caves. I don't need any gold, I got lots of gold, I just want some rings. Oh, there's a troll. Yeah, no rings in there. Just gold in that chest. Hello, Minotaur. You've got potions in that chest. I don't need potions. I need rings. Let's go to the soggy bottom then. See if there's any rings in the soggy bottom. Now, the Minotaur, he was too slow recovering from his Warhammer Swing Peach. That was his problem. Ah, you gave it and bought it, did you, Mike? Are you liking it? They've apparently massively improved the levelling system, how it works. So even if you're playing on consoles without mods, you won't get into the problem as much where there's retardedly strong enemies for your level. Because of how you can allocate the points when you level up, which in the old Oblivion, I think, it auto, like, spent your points for you or something, didn't it? Where, it auto spent your points, I think, regarding how many skills you'd leveled up. Like, so if you'd done more combat skills, it would level up, like, the combat things automatically or something. I can't, because it's been a while since I played it, I can't remember, how it's done it now, but like you said, I saw people who've played loads of Oblivion saying it's a massive improvement. So, you know, I couldn't remember it being any different, but if I went back and played Oblivion, apparently it is. Right, where are the rings? I was promised the jingle jangle jewellery in this dungeon. Like the last dungeon, I got knout. Oh, I need glow dust from Glow a Wisp. Glow dust, right? I need to remember not to, whatever I do, use the glow dust up in alchemy, because I need the glow dust for one of the shrines. Oh, still some repairing to do on those. Okay. If he's a Minotaur Lord, then he's probably like the boss one, isn't he? Or you better have a good boss chest. Right. Is this his chest? Short sword of lightning. I don't want another weapon. Oh, there's another chest. That looks like an impressive chest. But there's fuck all of use in there. That's great. I just want some more enchanted items. I ought to just start the Shivering Isles so I can go to the merchant in the Shivering Isles that has them. Probably start the Shivering Isles. Oh, base ring of Detect Life. Okay, that's good. Right. So, base ring of Detect Life. Oh, I've got a base ring of Shadows. When did I pick that up? But that's Chameleon on self. Alright, that's a really nice ring. And Detect Life on self. That's a bit like... I've got an amulet that does that. That's the Eye of Sithis, isn't it? But, that's fine, because, like I said, I've got so many, rings and amulets on with the mods that, doesn't matter. Right, nice. Okay, I've got, two, now, what do you call it? I've got two full, what's the word for it? 2 rings probably from this dungeon, so that's good. But I could do with more. I want extra speed amulets and rings so I can go really, really fast. I'm going to set a waypoint for here, and then it will show me the way out. Ah, it's right by the door anyway. There we go. And then, although that place breaks quite often, I can at least see if the trader, it said, isn't broken, that often has rings and amulets for sale in there. I ought to get that amulet back on that gives me the water walking ability. I have to remember which chest I've got that amulet or ring or whatever it is put away in, because if I put that on, I can then also run along the ocean while having all the additional specs as well.
What can I do for... Of course.
That guy's not talking to me. That's a bit broken. She's not talking to me. Again, this cave seems to always break for me. Where I'd actually get trapped inside quite often if I didn't have the mod that let me fast travel from loads of locations where it's normally not allowed.
Good day.
Yeah, because he's not offering to trade with me. That guy, I think, is the guy that normally does do the trading, and he's balked. Let's just wait 24 hours and... Actually, let's just see if I go to, oh, why is that at 0 hours done that?
A pleasure to speak with you.
Oh, he now wants to talk to me. Oh, he only sells spells,
Let's
okay.
do business.
It's one of the other NPCs then, is it? One of the ones upstairs that sells the rings.
It's my pleasure.
But again, you're not in your proper fucking spot, mate, so, that's not good, is it? I can't pick the mushrooms, so this dungeon is still broken, this place.
How do you do?
I have to look if there's a console command
Look
that
at the
potentially...
muscles out.
Well met.
Bartering, right, yes.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something.
Right, do you have any gauntlets of the Manhunter? I've already got those. Silence boots, already got those. How do they compare to my current silence boots? Are they exactly the same? I know my current ones are better, aren't they? Because they're tempered greaves compared to stamina greaves for the fatigue ones I got. So this guy doesn't have any bloody rings at the moment. That's not good. The thing said you might have had rings on you, but you don't, mate. I'm very, very, very disappointed. I just wanted to stack shitloads of rings. And yeah, this fucking dungeon that constantly breaks. Because I can't go into my little house there. Right, never mind then. It might have been ales where I stored that amulet. Let's go have a look. Yeah, should have put a ring on it, as I said, Rajiv, but unfortunately I think this is the broken dungeon. Well, I hope I'm not stuck on an infinite loading screen. If I am, I'll end the stream here. Because I've been on, like I said, an hour and a half anyway. But yeah, that's the only annoying thing with this, is you, unlike the old Oblivion, you don't know if it's frozen on the loading screen. Because with the old Oblivion, you got the little red bar that went along the bottom of the screen. With this, where it's just got that, like, little, not an actual proper loading bar on the right. Yeah, I think it's frozen. Anyway, I might hopefully be on tomorrow for a stream at some point, but I also want to try and enjoy the weather at some point tomorrow as well, if I can get a chance. Yeah, I think it's fucking fucked, Rajiv, isn't it? But anyway, like I said, I've been on quite a while. Anyway, have a good evening, everyone. What I need to try and remember as well is when I close this stream, I need to, before I click dismiss on the YouTube window where I'm streaming, I'll have to close the window, because I think if you click dismiss like you're meant to when you end the stream, that's when YouTube automatically tells people you started another stream. So it doesn't notify people as well that way, which is a bit bollocks. Again, like I was saying, the annoying thing is at one point YouTube changed that, and it was weird to get used to the new way of scheduling streams, but at least with that one, it never would accidentally think you were doing a stream when you weren't. You know, and just have like a blank page that people couldn't watch a video on. Anyway, see you all. Goodbye. Have a good day.